Okay, welcome back. The Bombard League. The Barbarossa campaign for Age of Empires 2.
As long as Barbarossa's knights were present, peace endured. But the emperor could not be everywhere at once. Whenever he went to Italy, Germany would flare up, and when Barbarossa returned to Germany, the Italians began plotting again. Milan had fallen, but the remainder of the Italian cities joined together in a confederation known as the Lombard League, for the purpose of defeating Barbarossa. If Barbarossa intended to make Italy part of the Holy Roman Empire, he would have to conquer the Lombard League city by city. But Barbarossa still had a secret weapon: Henry the Lion and his seasoned troops.
Oh yes, until Henry the Lion screws over Barbarossa again. Okay.
Our fort is under attack by the Lombards.
I will send my knights to assist you, though I fear they will be too late.
Now we will be forced to rebuild our forces before we can conquer Italy.
Okay. Let me get a town center. I mean, actually, fuck it. I mean, there's no point in trying to hold it, right? But actually, let's try and restart this, because it might work out better.
Our fort is under attack by the Lombards.
I will send my knights to assist you, though I fear they will be too late.
Now we will be forced to rebuild our forces before we can conquer Italy.
Okay, town center over here.
Boevere, boevere, boevere. Hoba.
Okay, houses are being built. Now we're just gonna get more villagers. 15 should do. We are in the Imperial Age, thankfully, from the very start. It's actually not really a bad starting position on any accounts.
Rete. Das war.
Ja? Ouvert.
Das war. Das war. Boevere.
Heiße? Ja. Wo wäre? Was ich soll. Wo wäre?
Rete, dass ich soll. Dass ich soll.
Heiße? Ja. Wo wäre? Wo wäre?
Ja.
Hey, ja? Wo wäre? Wo wäre? Hey, ja? Heiße? Wo wäre?
Dass ich soll.
Rete. Wo wäre?
Actually, what do I have here? Let's see. And how much? 340. Yeah, whatever about that though. Right? Let's get chemistry, so we get fire arrows. Ah, more stone, not bad. But is it a dead end or does it actually lead anywhere? It is a dead end. That works fine for me though. Works pretty damn fine. How much damn food is this? Okay, let's get the market then.
Dies war.
I might end up actually needing another castle over there by the looks of things.
Heiße.
Okay.
Wo wäre?
Hmm.
Holzer.
Gold situation could be improved, so I'll just move one of the workers from, I'm not gonna get more peasants than what I have right now, though. Otherwise, I can't afford any armies. So let's get some galleons and some cannon galleons after that. Crenellations. Block printing, engineers. Damn, the high food costs. Well. Sage engineers it is then.
Ja. Rete. Wo wäre?
Wo wäre? Ja, das war Holzer.
Rete. Wo wäre?
Barbarossa, I do hate to strike you when you're down, but the Lombard League has agreed that I would make a better emperor. So sorry.
wäre.
Holzer over.
Heiße? Das war. Du wäre.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to get my army all up and running. So some cavaliers. Maybe I need some more villagers on foot.
Ja.
Or gold, rather, I guess.
Hauber.
I don't have enough upgrades, and I do actually have like cavalry archers on it. Oh,
Das war.
they're building
Ja.
quite interesting there. Right, I'm gonna send my cavaliers. and my knights to deal with that situation, while also getting more of them. Okay, fall back. Who exactly has all these cavaliers though? Padua.
Dies war bereite System. Ja. Ja. Dass ich soll.
Holzer.
Dies war heiße. Dass ich soll. Dies war ja, Streeten. Bereite Systeme. Bereite Streeten. Ja. Sasa. Ja. Bereite. Heiße? Ja. Dies war Systeme. Ja. Ja. Bereite? Ja. Sasa. Ja. Ja. Bereite? Dies war Streetet. Dies war ja, dass ich soll. Bereite Streeten. Dies war Sauber. Dies war Strittelt.
Ja.
Das ist toll. Du wäre. Dies war. Das ist toll. Dies war. Heiße, dies war.
Over. Over.
Was ich soll.
Okay. So now we just gotta complete that wonder. The attacks have ceased for the moment.
Dies war ja. Dies war ja. Das ist richtig. Ja. Das war. Ja.
Gonna move the trebuchets to destroy the gate over there and use my cavalry here to destroy that one.
Ja. Ja.
Thus shall the Lombard League realize the might of the Holy Roman Empire.
Indeed they shall. Victory. Henry the Lion had one castle, Verona had one town center there. So he had 2 barracks, 1 castle, and 1 siege workshop. That's what he was producing. Venice, they just have mainly ships, really, and a siege workshops. They don't have anything else. They just have that siege workshop, the castle, and they're not gonna build cataphracts, by the way, even though there are Byzantines. So they're just gonna build a navy and cannons, whereas Padua, what they have is a castle. They were starting to build. They had some trebuchets and they had a stables. So yeah, you are fighting against 4 enemies, but it's not too bad. Except Henry the Lion is kind of difficult.
Henry the Lion was immediately banished to England. Separated from his wealth and army, there was little more he could do to plague Barbarossa. After 6 campaigns down to Italy, Barbarossa was weary of crossing the Alps. The fighting ended with the signing of the Treaty of Constance, which said effectively that the Emperor and the Pope were equals. It was a tenuous peace, and one that seemed unlikely to endure, when suddenly the Pope died. The new Pope was less interested in squabbling with the Emperor than he was in events down south. You see, the Europeans were being driven out of the Holy Land. It was time for another crusade. The Holy Roman Empire was complete, and for the moment, both Germany and Italy swore fealty to Barbarossa. Alas, the peace was not to endure. The Crusader states in Palestine were crumbling. A Saracen king named Saladin had evicted virtually every crusader from their castle. The Pope called for a new crusade before the Holy Land became Saracen once again. Remarkably, Barbarossa agreed to undertake this new crusade for the Pope he had fought so hard against. King Philip of France and England's Richard the Lionhearted had already boarded ships bound for the Middle East. But Barbarossa's army was the largest by far, and there wasn't a fleet in Europe that could transport it. The Emperor would have to march overland to Constantinople and through the land of the Turks to reach the rendezvous in Jerusalem. Constantinople was the capital of the Byzantine Empire and one of the most glorious cities on the globe. Barbarossa's army would be able to rest and resupply in Byzantium before it began the Great March.
Okay.
Your Imperial Majesty, we must cross the Sea of Marmara to reach the Holy Land. There are 2 places where we might commandeer ships. The weak port of Gallipoli or the heavily fortified city of Constantinople.
Dies war, ja, dies war, was ich soll. Dies war, ja, ja. Das ich soll. Dies war, Sassa. Dies war, dies war. Dies war, dass ich soll, dass ich soll. Ja. Ja.
An abandoned house?
Your Imperial Majesty, if we want to use the Byzantine navy, we must invade Constantinople.
Ja.
No,
Ja.
a Saracen ambush.
Heiße? Bereite, dass ich so, dies war heiße, dies war, ja, Stützes. Dies war, ja, dies war, ja. Ja? Bereit, ja, dass ich soll. Heiße, das war. Heiße, ja, ja.
Well, this is interesting. So the Saracens are capable of really doing a lot of damage to my troops if I'm not careful. And I imagine the Byzantines will not be too easy to deal with either. Okay, that is not fucking great. Alright, I need to draw them in. I'm gonna send the other scout though, because he's full HP.
Heiße, bereit, ja, ja, dies war. Heiße? Dies war, dass ich soll. Ja, dies war
Heiße?
Dies war, ja, ja. Bereite, ja. Heiße, dies war. Ja,
Heiße?
course you may use our transports, my Lord Emperor. But if here Saracen warships rule the Aegean, you may lose many men. Welcome to Gallipoli, Your Royal Highness.
Ja. Dies war... Ja.
No, not more crusaders! Emperor Barbarossa, I do not want that filthy army in my city. Turn back at once!
Ja, Rete.
Pace? Dies war... Ja. Ja. Dies war so. Das ich so. Ja.
Okay, we need to destroy the cannon towers. Oh, and there are a lot of them. Holy crap.
Dies war...
Sieging Byzantium. What the? Okay, that's the Saracen navy there. Okay, we need to take down the cannon towers then, all of them, or at least the ones guarding the gate. And then we need to take down the castle. Or I just need to take these two down, and then I can move a paladin inside, and he can reach the Hagia Sophia without real issues. Because obviously the problem is the paladins are the bombard cannon, the bombard towers are capable of killing the paladins before reaching the wonder. Because obviously the scout cavalry is fast, etc. But it can't withstand the damage. I don't need to be in perfect condition.
Very well, Barbarossa, you have made your point. I will allow you to use my navy if you will take your looting crusaders and leave.
This war.
Gladly. How about that?
Hey, ja.
Okay, the Byzantine army. Well, the Byzantine navy anyway.
Very well, Barbarossa, you have made your point. I will allow you to use my navy if you will take your looting crusaders and leave.
Dies war.
Peter.
I think that was the great number of the... Oof. Fuck! Yeah. Well. I think that was the great number of ships that the Saracens had. I'll try and make it, yeah, I've sped it up. There is something that I do want around here.
How long has it been since we've been shipwrecked on this island? Mine axe craves a Saracen neck.
No, that's basically what I've wanted. To pick up. Okay, save as free. I'll disembark over here. Fuck you, bloody idiot.
dass ich so heiße?
Anyway.
Dies war. Ja, ja. Das ja. Ja. Dies war. Bereit. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Ja. Das ist so. War. Heiße Systeme. Ja. Systeme. Ja, dies war. Dies war. Ja, das ist so. Bereit. Dies war. Dies war. Bereite. Streetet. Ja.
There we go.
Ja. Bereite. Dies war. Dies war. Ja. Ja, Sasa. Dies war. Ja, dass ich soll. Ja.
Ja, dass ich soll.
Dies war. Dass ich soll. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Streetet. Dies war. Dies war. Dies war. Dies war. Dies war. Dass ich soll.
Spare us, Crusaders, and we will help you with your dirty work.
Rete.
Dass ich soll. Bereite. Soll. Streetet. Ja. Ja. Dies war...
Rete.
Ja. Streetet.
Dies war. Rete.
If only we had a way to knock down those trees.
Das ich soll. Dies war.
Okay, my troops are moving forward. Was sleep? I ask you that. Anyway. Okay, let's see if I need to go for anything more. Still a desert. Been plenty of... Wow! Holy crap, that's a lot of wolves. But the path looks clear.
The forces of Frederick Barbarossa? What happened? You look like hell. Head for the castle. You can rest there.
What happened is we just conquered the we just fought our way for the Saracen navy, fought our way for the Seljuk Turks that stood in our way. And a pack of wolves still bars my cavalry from reaching your camp, Hospitaller. So this should be enough.
Welcome, Emperor Frederick. You may rest here with us before you continue your journey to the Holy Land.
Well, that's quite an army that I would have had to fight through. But anyway, victory.
Barbarossa's weary army had marched for hundreds of miles through the cracked mountains in the heat of July. So when it stumbled upon the Goksu River, the men were astonished and grateful. Barbarossa himself could not resist plunging into the cold water without even pausing to remove his armor. To the disbelief of the surviving troops, Barbarossa drowned. Some said the emperor could not swim in his plate armor. Others believed that his 67-year-old heart had finally given out. Regardless of the exact cause of death, Barbarossa's crusade ended there on June 10th, 1190. The Holy Roman Emperor was gone. Barbarossa's soldiers were devastated. Several knights committed suicide. Others converted and joined the Saracens, so convinced were they that God himself had deserted them. However, a handful of knights were not yet willing to board a ship bound for Europe. The body of mighty Barbarossa was fished out of the river, pickled in vinegar and sealed in a barrel. The army of the Holy Roman Empire would not be joining in the crusade. Yet there was still a chance for a small victory. The surviving knights vowed to take Barbarossa's body on to Jerusalem. Even in death, the emperor would keep his promise.
All we can do at this point is attempt to deliver the Emperor's body to Jerusalem. The Saracens and Persians do not view us as a threat, so we should have 10 minutes to plan our attack.
Rete. Ouvert.
Heiße?
Ouvert. Ja. Ja.
Dass ich soll. Heiße? Dies war bereit. Ja.
Das war.
9 minutes to Saracen attack.
Das war. Rete. Das war. Rete. Rete.
Das war. Ouvert.
Das war. Rete. Rete. Das war, dass ich soll.
8 minutes to Saracen attack.
Rete. Dass ich soll. Ja. Das war. Buvere.
Rete. Ouvert. Heiße. Ouvert.
Ja. Buvere.
Heiße. Ouvert.
7 minutes to Saracen attack.
Bereite. Buvere. Das war. Das war heiße Rete. Das war, dass ich soll. Buvere. Dass ich soll. Suche.
Ja.
6 minutes to Saracen attack.
Das ist soll. Wo wäre? Bereite? Wo wäre?
Ja.
Wo wäre? Eise? Wo wäre?
Dass ich soll.
5 minutes to Saracen attack.
Ja, es war. Wo wäre? Ja? Wo wäre?
Rete? Wo wäre?
Four minutes to Saracen attack.
Das war Rete. Wo wäre?
Dass ich soll.
Holzer? Ja.
3 minutes to Saracen attack.
Wo wäre?
Dass ich soll.
Ja, dass ich soll.
Dass ich soll. Ja. Dass ich soll.
2 minutes to Saracen attack. We must hurry.
Ja.
Eise? Holzer.
Dies war. Dass ich soll.
Wo wäre? Bereite.
Dies war. Dass ich soll. Dies war.
I thought these German goats whipped. No matter. They will die as well as any crusader.
Ja.
Ja.
Eise? Wo wäre?
Ja. Rete? Wo wäre? Eise? Bereite? Wo wäre?
Eise? Wo wäre?
Wo wäre?
Das ist soll.
Dass ich soll ist richtig.
Rete.
Dass ich soll.
Systeme. Systeme.
Ja. Wo wäre?
Okay. So now
Hey, ja?
I dealt with the initial attack.
Wo wäre?
Now to really start making good work out of all of this.
Flickmann.
I have food, I have gold, I have everything sorted out. I just need to start getting everything put together. Need a blacksmith. There is a Saracen castle over here.
Dies war.
Alright, the saw blades will come in handy.
Das ich soll, ja. Dies war.
Oh shit. Wow. Talk about
Flickmann.
Das ist Gold. Das Wasser. Flickmann.
Das ich soll.
Heiße.
good. Quite a mess, wasn't it?
Ja? Wo wäre?
Käse. Wo wäre? Wo wäre?
Wo wäre?
Alright, I need the siege. Yeah, I need food as well.
Dies war.
Right, priorities though.
Ja, das ich soll. Dies war. Dies war. Bereite, was ich soll.
Ouvert.
Bereite. Buvere. Ja. Buvere. Buvere.
Rete. Ouvert. Hey, ja. Ouvert.
Holzer.
Dies war, ja, dass ich soll. Dies war,
Dass ich soll.
Buvere.
Heiße. Holzer.
ja. Dies war, bereite.
Ja. Rete. Ja. Ja. Bereite. Bereite. Dies war. Rete.
Dies war, ja. Dies war, dass ich soll. Dies war, dass ich soll. Dies war,
Ja. Holzer. Rete. Ouvert. Rete. Jäger. Ouvert.
Ja. Buvere. Bereite. Das war. Buvere.
Rete.
dass dass ich soll.
Räte. Ja. Wäre.
Rete,
Dies war.
Ja. Das war.
Geräte. Ja.
Ja. Dass ich soll. Dass ich soll. Räte. Räte. Du wäre.
dies war.
Dass ich soll.
Ja, dies war.
Dies war. Dass ich soll.
Bu wäre. Bu wäre.
Räte. Dass ich soll. Ja.
Ja. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Ja. Das ist so. Ja. Ja. Dies war. Dies war.
Ja. Räte. Holzer.
Dies war. Ja.
Rete, Rete. Ja, dass ich soll. Dies war.
Das ist so. Ja.
Dass ich soll. Rete. Dies war.
Dies war. Ja. Ja.
Dass ich soll, das war. Dass ich soll.
Ja. Dies war. Dass ich soll. Dies war. war. Dass ich soll. Ja.
Dass ich soll. Rete. Ja, Rete.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
Heise?
Heise.
Dass ich soll. Ja. Dass ich soll. Ja. Heise? Ja. System. Ja. Ja. Dies war.
Ja, das war. Wo wäre?
Heise? Ouvert.
Rete. Dies, was ich soll.
Heise.
Ja. Rete. Ja.
Ja. Streetens. Dies war. System. System. Ja.
Rete. Ouvert.
Geburt. Dies war. Streetens. Streetens.
Okay, the elephant spam is certainly annoying, so I'll just restart the entire mission and go for a rush. Quit current game, let's go for a rush of the situation.
All we can do at this point is attempt to deliver the Emperor's body to Jerusalem. The Saracens
Clearly.
and Persians do not view us as a threat, so we should have 10 minutes to plan our attack.
Ouvert. 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 Ouvert.
Wo wäre? Ja. Wo wäre? Wo wäre?
Okay, I will set up my castle here in my siege workshop.
9 minutes to Saracen attack.
Ouvert.
Wo wäre? Bereit. Wo wäre?
We will need trebuchets or rams at least.
Dass ich soll. Dass ich soll. Ouvert.
8 minutes to Saracen attack.
Holzer. Das war. Das war.
Dass ich soll. Ja. Ja.
Das war.
7 minutes to Saracen attack.
Okay, I guess I
All we
figure.
can do at this point is attempt to deliver the
Yep.
Emperor's body to Jerusalem. The Saracens and Persians do not view us as a threat, so we should have 10 minutes to plan our attack.
Indeed.
Ja.
The best location to attack from is here, really.
9 minutes to Saracen attack.
Yay.
Heja. Rete. Buvere. Heise. Buvere.
Ja.
Bereite. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Heise. Dies war.
Bereite.
8 minutes to Saracen attack.
Bereite. Holzer.
Buvere.
Dies war.
Dass ich soll. Holzer. Das war.
Heise. Buvere.
Das war. Ja. Rete.
Dies war.
Ja.
Dies war.
7 minutes to Saracen attack.
Das ich soll. Das ich soll.
Ja. Dass ich soll. Nächste. Rete.
5 minutes to Saracen attack.
Das ich soll.
4 minutes to Saracen attack.
Das war.
Das war. Hey, ja. Rete. Das war. Rete.
Ja, dies war. Ja, dass ich soll. Ja, dass ich soll. Ja, dies war.
3 minutes to Saracen attack.
Ja,
Rete.
ja, Rete. Das war. Ja. Ja. Das war.
Well, this strategy is not gonna work. So let me try something else. Let me see if I can find a strategy that would actually work. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I see. See what I must do.
All we can do at this point is attempt to deliver the Emperor's body to Jerusalem. The Saracens and Persians do not view us as a threat, so we should have 10 minutes to plan our attack.
Ja. Rete. Buvere. Das war.
Das war.
Alright, let's get some gold.
Heiße. Rete.
9 minutes to Saracen attack.
Ouvert. Ja. Ouvert.
Ja. Das war. Buvere. Hey, ja. Buvere. Hey, ja. Das war.
Okay.
Buvere.
8 minutes to Saracen attack.
Bereite, dass ich soll. Dies war. Dass ich soll.
Heiße. Ouvert.
Buvere.
Heiße. Ouvert.
7 minutes to Saracen attack.
Ouvert.
6 minutes to Saracen attack.
dass ich soll. Buvere.
Bereite. Dies war. Ja. Ja. Dies war. Ja. Ja. Dies war. Ja.
Das war.
Dass ich soll.
5 minutes to Saracen attack.
Rete. Dass ich soll. Dass ich soll.
Ja. 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 Dass ich soll. Dies war bereit.
4 minutes to Saracen attack.
Dies war bereit. Ja. Ja. Dass ich soll. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Dies war. Dies war. Ja. Dass ich soll.
3 minutes
Ja, das
to
ich soll.
Saracen attack.
Dies war. Ja. Ja. Ja, dass ich soll.
2 minutes to Saracen
Dass
attack.
ich soll.
We must hurry.
Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Ja. 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 Dies war. Dass ich soll. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Ja. Dass ich soll. Dass ich soll. Ja. Dass ich soll. Ja. Dass ich soll. Dies war. Dies war. Dies war. Ja. Dies war. Ja.
I thought these German goats whipped. No matter. They will die as well as any crusader.
Almost there. Just a little bit more.
Systeme. Dies war, dass ich soll. Ja, ja, ja. Dies war, ja, dass ich dies war. Sasa.
The Emperor has reached Jerusalem. Not in the manner he expected, but it is one final victory for Frederick Barbarossa.
It was a pretty bad mission, but I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna fight my way through a horde of elephants, because every mission is more or less turned into the same fucking shit, which is fight one army in the Imperial Age, then fight another in the Imperial Age, trebuchets, handgunners, etc. It's winnable. I just don't give a shit about it, basically. They destroy my castles. I mean, you can potentially set up a base strong enough to destroy yellow, more or less. Rams, trebuchets, etc. And you can win with that, like an initial army. Once that's... If you destroy yellow, here's the thing. If you can rush yellow, and I think that's what the scenario wants you to do. If you can rush yellow, if you can destroy yellow, you can win. I mean, you can use the petards that I built so nicely there and just destroy their castle and then, yeah, destroy their siege workshops as well, easily. And obviously their stables, or you can just destroy their stables and then destroy their, that. But yeah, it's something you can abuse. Like, yeah, you're supposed to do this whole surprise attack bollocks and all that. And then here's the factor that comes into play, a significant one that does come into play. Dark Green, the Saracens, they can't attack you. The walls will prevent them from attacking you. So all you need to do really is just set up a base here. You just set up enough trebuchets to destroy the castle, destroy this base, and then bam, what the hell are they gonna do? They're not gonna do anything because they can't move out of their base. So you have time to gather resources, get your upgrades, etc. Maybe get even an army to support the Lionheart if it comes to it. And that's it. Alright.
There is a legend concerning every great king, from Arthur on through Barbarossa, that says the king will return someday when his country needs him. Myths and legends about the sleeping emperor were passed down in German folktales. The Holy Roman Empire did not endure. She fell back into a patchwork of tiny nations. Some would say Barbarossa's rule was a failure. But is it not a greater testament to the man that it was the force of his will alone that held the empire together? And what of Henry the Lion? With Barbarossa gone, there was nothing stopping him from returning to the Holy Roman Empire. But I am an old man now. What harm could I possibly do?
Yeah, that was the Age of Kings. Thank you all for watching over the last few days. I don't know, should I play the Conquerors? Maybe it's better, maybe it's not. You know what, I think I'll play the first mission of the Huns and get a feel for that. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to go through all of this again. I'll be perfectly honest. Age of Empires 2 has not aged well as a game. Age of Mythology has. Not the Titans expansion is bullshit, metric ton of bullshit in terms of the difficulty. But Mythology, the base game, has. It's a pretty good game. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it can be pretty brutal and difficult in its own right. But it's a difficulty that you don't feel you're clenching your teeth. I mean, the heroes certainly do help a lot in that respect, right? As opposed to just dealing with an army. I think this is something like Blizzard understood quite well, in terms to make strategy games fun, right? You can't just have the player building one army after one army after an army, one mission after another, and that's kind of like what I felt with all of these campaigns, really. That maybe with the exception of a couple of missions, like, you know, Paris, for instance, here, or the first mission of the Joan of Arc campaign, or the Crucible mission. Like, with the exception of some of these missions, most of them basically involved build an army, destroy the enemy base, right? And sometimes you have limitations. On a lot of missions, you can go Imperial Age, no problem. Get trebuchets, get hand cannoneers, or get ranged units of some kind of description, right? You don't want to go melee infantry. Like I tried there, going skirmishers and halberdiers. It's not really a workable solution. You just need the range power. You need to kill the enemy before they're able to do any damage to you. And the best way of doing it, right, is to rely a lot on ranged units. Set up an economy strong enough. I did not appreciate the 75 unit limit. I certainly hope that the definitive edition removes it for these campaigns, and I hope that these campaigns feature more than just the same rehashed missions with the same kind of gameplay. I hope they add more, but I don't know. I haven't played Age of Empires 1 definitive. I mean, I tried to. I didn't like it, right? It's an old game, and they didn't really update the gameplay. It's just like kind of a graphical upgrade. Yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly have a really good opinion about Age of Empires 1 and 2 after all these years. The main reason I actually played this, like, I actually enjoy watching videos from a YouTube channel called Spirit of the Law, who's very interesting. Like, here's a YouTuber that makes a game that I don't like actually interesting and engaging enough that you might want to play it, that you might want to pick it up again. I've tried playing Age of Empires 2 again and again over the years, and I just, couldn't get it. It's a lot of frustration, suffice to say. And it doesn't really have necessarily a lot to offer years down the line. I mean, there are games that handle historical settings better. There are better strategy games out there. So, kind of a shame, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that play it. And I can understand why people would play the multiplayer, don't get me wrong. I can understand perfectly well why people would play the multiplayer of this title. But for purposes of the campaign, screw it. That's where I stand. Costin here, signing off. Thank you all for watching. And really, stay tuned for more stuff. I think I'm actually going to play the new Call of Duty game that's going to come out. Just because it seems rather interesting to me. And anyway, much appreciation to Philip Wang, Chad, Chia Changling, and Elaine, as well as YOLO Sapien, and to all of you that make this a reality for me. Stay tuned.